Hey guys, welcome to another PS4 Trophies video. I'm Wazimal, and right now we're doing the I Wasn't Even There trophy. This is on day 3 of the framing frame job, where you need to send the gold by zipline without ever tripping the alarm. So basically you need to complete this entire mission in stealth. So the first step in this mission is you're going to have to go and dispatch quietly all the guards. Now, I highly recommend the Dominator skill, where you can then force the guards to all kneel down and handcuff themselves. Also, the sprint ace is fairly helpful here. More towards the end, and you'll see towards the end of this I do, and there's a guy right there. Towards the end of this I do fancy editing and cut out some of the boring repetitive stuff. So there's our first guard. There's going to be, I believe, 4 or 5 of them. One of them you're not going to be able to intimidate, usually, not always the case, but one of them will usually require you to just hit them. And then, of course, if you knock out a guard, you got to make sure you hold R2 and answer the pager. Otherwise, he sends out his friends, and this becomes impossible to get. So there's another guard here, and there's a second one. So make sure you, when you attack these or get these guys, separate them, and then be detected by one. You don't want both of them there because you can't control both of them. So you're going to try to separate, and there's a camera up here. So watch out for cameras as well. There's not many of them, but they're always in a bad place. After you've taken care of all the guards, you can actually knock out the cameras. So we're looking for those 2 guards, and there's one right here, and there's one back there. He's far enough away. So I'm going to try to get noticed by this guy, isolate him over here, and try to get noticed by him. And with the Dominator building, you just hit R2, and then keep hitting R2 until he gets down to the ground and handcuffs himself. The rest of the mission, he's pretty much out of commission. And here's one of our 5 pieces of items we need for the mission. There's 5 of them hidden, so while going around and subduing the guards, try to look for the items that you need for the mission. They're computer parts, and you can use the camera feed up where you started, or here's another guard, or in the office, the senator's office, and use the cameras there. I didn't find it too helpful. And there's another camera above the door, and there's another one in here on the upper right. So right now we're looking for the computer pieces, a couple hard drives, a laptop, tablet, and some other things, all the while looking for the guards. Once you've taken out all the guards, you can then disable all the cameras, and you can pretty much run around here free will. And another thing you need here is check and see if this bookcase contains the vault. If it does, you're not going to be able to complete this trophy solo. And lucky for me, it wasn't there. The only reason is because, and you'll see later, is it's too far away from where you disabled the lasers and to where that's at. And there's another piece, a computer piece there. So make sure that vault is not in that bookcase. As long as it's not in that one, and there's 3 different places where the bookcase can spawn. And again, you move the bookcase to reveal the vault. And we're looking here, cameras and guards. I got 3 tied down, and there's another one. They all have flashlights, so they're fairly easy to see. Let him see you. Intimidate him. And there he goes. He's out. So there's another one somewhere. We don't know yet. So there's usually a computer component over here. Apparently that's not the case now. Yeah, a little bit later on, you're going to have a lot of moving of bags and moving gold and a lot of moving things. And if you're playing this solo, it sucks. You have no teammates that'll help you move, so you're carrying things from point A to point B and then running back and rinsing and repeating. So I will cut that out later, I promise. Let's see, another guard. It doesn't look like we got to hit him. That was close. See, gotta be careful. Sometimes they don't. You can't intimidate them, so you're gonna have to knock them out. And again, you're gonna have to answer the pager. If you don't, it's game over for you. So at least for this trophy. Okay, moving on here. Still looking for 2 more pieces for the mission. And there's the tablet, so 1 more.
That's the tablet PC.
There's something on this counter over here. And that's the key card. Key card will open up the locked doors. There's one right there to my left, or right now. And you don't actually ever have to open that up unless you become spotted, and an alarm sound, and the police come. Then you're going to have to find the server room, and the server room is behind one of those doors. So the key card will allow you to not have to drill open the door or use C4 or anything. So back in the bedroom, and there's another one of those doors where the server room may or may not be. This mission is pretty much the same every time you try it, with the exception of the location of the vault. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Let's see, we're looking for the 1 more piece. There's no more guards, so we can take out all of these cameras. You can just melee them, and you can just take them all out. And there's another bookcase over here. And there's our vault. Of course, we can't do anything with it right now. We need to find our final item here. So I'm going to let this just play out here for a minute until I can find that last piece. But now would be a good time to hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. And we'll be right back with you in about 30 seconds. Here's our final item. That's the hard drive. And once you've found all the pieces, you're going to have to return to the roof. This is where things get kind of tedious. But again, I cut it up so it won't be quite so boring for you. Nothing worse than just watching someone run back and forth. Of course, you just did that with me trying to find those pieces. But thank you all for hanging in there. Alright, so you're going to end up going back right where you started this mission at, right near where the camera, the computer was, where you can view the camera feeds, which we didn't do. And there was the zipline. I don't know if you saw it there. So place all 5 of these pieces. And then once you've placed all 5 of these pieces, you're going to have to actually go back down to the senator's office and access his computer. There's the zip line.
Okay, we're gold. I think I got everything we
Okay,
need.
and off we go.
Be able to access his desktop computer now. It's located in his office.
Get used to running up and down those stairs. You're going to be doing it quite a bit. And you'll see here momentarily. The office is down here, and this door to the right. It's also where you're going to disable the security for the vault later on. Now, as soon as you do this override, you're going to actually go return back to the roof.
Good. Okay, you can open the vault now. I've turned on the vault's camera feed as well.
Of course, now you've just turned on the camera feed for the vault.
There's just a little problem.
And, oh, I forgot, you need to go to the actual vault first, find the vault. Of course, we've already found it, so not sure why we have to find it again, but in order to trigger the next thing, you have to go there. So now what you need to do is you're going to go up and get a whole bunch of bags of cocaine, or coke, or whatever, and you're going to plant it by the vault door. So we're essentially framing them. That's the whole point of this entire 3-day mission you've been doing. So here the guy's going to throw down, I believe it's 8 bags. I'm going to cut this here in a minute, but I grab each of these bags and I run over this railing and I toss it over, well, not quite over the railing, but I toss it over the railing to stage them all. So I'm going to cut it here, and that's the final bag. You can see there's a whole bunch of them down there now. And now you're going to take each of these bags and you're going to run them all the way down to that vault door. And right outside that door, you're just going to place it. Then you're going to run back up. You're going to grab another bag. Now this is where having multiple people, preferably 4, will speed this up and make it quite quick. But when you're by yourself, you really have no choice here. So I'm going to cut. Here's the last one. All right, so that is the end of the mission technically. You know, you go back to where you start and you can leave and escape if you want. However, for this trophy, you've gone through a lot to get to this far. You might as well do it. You're going to have to open that vault and steal all the gold and put all the gold in the zip line up on the roof. So what you need to do here is you can view the camera feed and
Okay, be careful. It'll be worth sneaking all the way through.
of course, then go. But first, start with the override. What this is going to do is it's going to disable the lasers that are actually preventing you from actually getting into the vault. So let's go, and I'm going to show you really quick.
We have to shut 'em off.
The door is open,
Be careful. They only go down for a small amount of
and
time.
there's lasers there. So when you hit that override again, it's going to actually shut down those lasers, and then you have to quickly run in there and grab the piece of gold. So I'm going to show you here with the camera. There's the lasers are on.
Look at all these nice things. Must have done a lot of public
Come back
service
to
in
the
his career.
computer and start the override again. And I'm just going to show you here. There's no reason to do this other than just to show you. Now the lasers are off. The lasers will only stay off for a very short period of time. You have just enough time to run in there and grab 1 bag of gold. And then now they're back on. So this is where it kind of gets tedious once again, because there's 8 pieces of or 8 bags of gold or something you're gonna have to get. So here, let's do it for real now. We're gonna start the override. That'll disable the lasers on the vault door. And quickly sprint. This is where having that sprint ace skill pays off. And I do have the quick bag skill as well. Not necessary, but it gives you a little room for error there. So there we go. The laser's back on. After that, you're going to take each of these bags up to the zip line. Again, on the roof, right where you started. Normally, I'll just stage all the gold right outside there. And then as soon as I get them all out of the vault, then I'll just kind of take them up one at a time. But I just wanted to show you here with the very first one. That way I can edit out a lot of the boring stuff. Yeah, this mission in total took me about 30 minutes, and I knew exactly what to do every step of the way, so it's going to take a long time. And then careful right there, there's the exit, and if you actually cross that little white path there, it's going to end the mission, and you're going to have to redo this all over again, so stay away from over there. Now I'm kind of running back down. Just going to show you one more time here before I start cutting out. Again, you don't have to open that door to the right of the desk there.
Use the camera to see when they turn on.
Lasers are down. We're going to quickly run back in there. Ooh, have some trouble there. Grab some gold, and now I'm going to just toss the bag here. I'm going to start tossing them all back here, but I'm going to cut skip forward here. And there was my cut, and I'm taking the final bag up to the zip line. The trophy will not pop until after you've actually finished the mission, so I sat here for a minute thinking, oh, the regular PlayStation 3 trophy delay. Not the case. You have to actually finish the mission here. So that's it. It's a gold trophy. You've earned it. Well done. Please subscribe if you found this video helpful. I appreciate it. Like the video. And until next time, happy trophy hunting.
Well done.